Guys, anyone out there feeling anxious, overwhelmed, a little stressed perhaps? Well, have I got the thing for you. Yes, sir, Bob. Hey everybody, I'm so nervous right now, Jesus Christ. I am so nervous. Oh my God, I am so nervous. This is a garbage can. And it's because of this garbage can, the rest of this park stays clean. These are bags for picking up doggy doo-doo, and it's because of these bags people can walk in this park and you don't see doggy doo-doo everywhere. This is the human mind, and because of this we can avoid stress. Wait, no, this isn't the human mind. This is my skateboard. These are my shoes. Because of this, my life. Oh no, that's just a Pepsi sign. This is the human mind. And because of that, we can avoid and take care of the garbage in our lives. Now you might ask, what is the garbage in your life, right? Well, before, if you go way back in the day, it was people running away from saber-toothed tigers and trying not to be eaten by the woolly mammoth that they had to hunt, or just even trying to survive the other tribesmen that you were going against while you tried to hold on some territory. But somehow, some way, human beings kept evolving, and because of our minds, we grew past that. But for some reason, today, in the greatest time that's ever been to be alive, so many people still find themselves dealing with the fundamental killer of all human happiness, and that is stress and anxiety. Because of stress and anxiety, more people have fallen to bouts of depression. People aren't able to get the most they can out of life. And that was something I kid you not even a year ago, really struggled with. But during some of the craziest times ever, at the beginning of the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, I had the best 4 months of my life. Being locked away in quarantine, I was able to sort of discover and figure out how to use my mind to take out the garbage, so to speak. Not even a year ago, I decided to move to New York City, not really because of New York, but because I saw a license plate, right? And I was just in a place in my life where I wasn't really going anywhere. I was trying to figure some things out. So I just said, forget it, I'm just gonna move to New York. And 2 weeks later, after I saw the license plate, I stepped off the airport in Newark, New Jersey, and I didn't even know where I was gonna sleep that night. And I kid you not, miracle after miracle really changed my life. But during that time, I realized that majority of the anxiety and the pressure and the difficulty of that time was exactly that, the anxiety and the stress that came from thinking ahead all the what-if scenarios and all the terrible things. And 90% of the nightmares that kept me up at night, that doesn't make sense. How can you have a nightmare without a dream? The things that were worrying me, they never happened. And that's one thing I saw, is that so much of the things that aren't happening are keeping us from what is happening, which is mostly good. And that's what I've discovered in these last 3 or 4 months. And that as I stay focused on the present, that is the gift of life. Now, the biggest thing was the only way to see everything that is good in life. Oh, there's my skateboard out. Anyway, the best thing I saw, in order to keep life good, in order to make the most out of it, I saw that it was not about climbing a mountain and obtaining some great and grand goal, but actually about taking all the gunk. Let me give you an example. So if we think about a cork in water, it naturally floats to the top, right? And you don't have to do anything about it. And as the water level rises, the cork rises with it. That's like human civilization, and that should be the happiness we experience in life. In the modern day, we have more freedom, more food, more comforts than it ever been, but so many people still feel sad and miserable. Why? Because along with the rising culture or whatever, we also take in all these burdens and these expectations, and we don't know how to throw out the garbage. And so instead of putting these things away and keeping the area clean, we slowly get burdened down. And just like that cork in the ocean, we get weighed down by more and more and more garbage until eventually we're buried in our own filth. That is what I'm here to tell you how to get rid of. So I wrote a book, And it was essentially about writing stress and everything that I learned the last 4 months. See, I have always been pretty good at research, and so I found all these different resources, and I found that in the vast sea of information, there's so much good stuff out there. But a lot of it is knowing how to organizing and know where to start. So I put a guide together, essentially to teach everyone the A to Z on how to manage their own stress, while at the same time organizing it in such a way so that it makes sense and so that you can use it, right? So for less than the cost of a cup of coffee, you can get that book, right, which is an Amazon ebook on Kindle, and you can go through it, use the resources in it, and I promise you, if you use all the resources, you will find something to get rid of the garbage and the stress in your life, because life is so good right now, and we can't waste it being anxious and stressed out, right? Remember, this is the receptacle of all the good things and the worst things in our lives, and it's how we manage it that we take care of yourself. So if you take care of your mind, you can live a happy life, and I know that to be true because it happened for me, and I know it can happen for you. So take care, buy the book, follow the links, and yeah, for less than a cup of coffee, you can change your life, and I know that to be true because I changed mine. Take care, and see you on the other side.